Hello, hello. So, no, this is actually 100% accurate. I have no idea what we're going to do today. So, I'm getting things in the middle of being set up. I don't want to add a marker. Um, do I still have my thing where it's like stop criminal scum when it goes on line? I don't know. Is it content, community, analytics, alerts? No. Wouldn't it be under Stream Manager? I don't know. Anyway, so I've looked it over on Twitch and that's working. So let's go to YouTube and make sure that that is working. Let's see. Do channel. And it does say live, but it has the wrong picture. Because of course it does, of course it does, of course it does. Hello, Golden! Welcome! How you doing? So let's... Ugh, not not made for kids. Uh, change thumbnail. I want to go this one. There we go. Now it should be right. Maybe? Live. Surprise stream. Okay. That does seem to be right. Why does this say streaming software? I'm not streaming software. I'm streaming games, I believe. Yeah, gaming. There we go. How are you doing, Golden? Okay, that should be good now. Just no, I want to save my changes. Come on, save changes. Oh, I got a new thing. So I've started to set up StreamerBot. So now when an ad plays, it should notify me, and then we can put up our little screen. All right, it's still saying streaming software. I don't know what the... I mean, technically games are software, so it is technically accurate. So let's see if I go here. Yeah, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We could do Duskers. I've been playing that a little bit. That's been kind of fun. I got some new games, Icy, we could check out. There's War Sim, Signalis, Black Mesa. So basically, I've got a couple of hours that I need to kill. And yeah. Oh, could also do the tattoo design for Signalis. I don't know, I might do that one a little bit later. Uh, let's do Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never played this. And this might be interesting. Oh, I should get into Discord. So people can chime in if they wish to. So that is now done. So we'll see. I think I have to wait for somebody to chime in, or it will notify me if they're actually doing something. Play. And I'm gonna have to change my game capture. Oh, that is. Why is it so small? Are there no settings? Oh, and then escape, like, just. Okay. Um, Interesting. Let me see if I can do anything about that. Um, Five Nights at Freddy's. Uh, Shoot, what is it? It's like under proper, oh, launch options. Customized, for developer, force version, full screen. How to fix FNAF start resolution. Simply right click the game, go to properties. Properties. From there at the bottom, there should be able to. Oh, wait, is it talking about like the local files? Browse properties. I don't want to run it so small. I want it to be larger. Hmm. So this thing is saying if we were to do something like that, so we go to general and then resets video and performance so to default for your hardware. DirectX level forces the game to launch in full screen mode. Fight. Wait, can we do like, and then H 1080. Oh, there we go. We have an ad in progress. And can you do multiples? Won't force. Designed to be 1280 by 720. Okay, maybe I can do it this way. So let's say, will that work? If I do that, will it just launch it in a window? There we go. Okay, so that launched it in a window. Let's get the back the way they're supposed to. And I think the ad should be done, so we'll just get rid of that. Go back down. Game capture. There's my game capture. There it is. Game capture. Five Nights at Freddy's. And but now I want it to be like full screen. How do I do this? Match priority. Allow transparency. Look right. Title. Full screen application. Alright, well that is working. Let's see. FNAF OBS. Go on each other. Windowed. Alt Enter. Adjust the monitor size, the screen. Game capture. Not window or display. I mean, it is being detected. That's part of the issue. But it's like not big enough. All right, I think this will be something that I'm going to have to figure out on my own later. So we'll just choose a different game for right now. We could do some Command and Conquer. It's been a long time since I've played that. I am in the middle of Uncharted. Do some of that. I think I want to save Bendy and the Ink Machine for an actual stream. There is War Sim. Try that. Tried that out yet. Dispatch. No, we can just do some like demos. Let's see, what demo? All right, let's do Squawky. Let me go and change my Twitch stuff. Stream Manager. And is it here? SQUAWKY. Squawky. Adventure game and horror. Alright. We'll do Squawky for a little bit. That. Play. Property. There we go. New game. Yes. Ooh. How is everybody doing today? Oh, it has been so hot. I've wanted to do.
My name is Anna. I am 9 years old, and here's my story. Every October, my mom and I visit Sunshine Farm's pumpkin patch. It's our tradition, but this year, Mom broke the news. They're closing for good. This will be our final trip. I had a blast that day, but it started getting late, and I still hadn't picked my pumpkin. Then I spotted it, the perfect one, but right beside it sat a cute little cat, all alone, meowing like it was calling for its mom. I had to help, so I followed the kitten into a nearby cornfield, chasing its cries. But somewhere along the way, I lost it, and then I realized I lost myself. And that's when my best day turned into my worst night.
Dun dun dun. I've wanted to do things outside. It's just been so unbelievably hot. I haven't been able to do anything. Oh. I wanted to cut the grass for days and I just can't. It's just too hot.
Is anybody here?
Oh cool, it's VSync is just not working at all. Larry?
Nice.
Larry? Oh, there's a note. Sunshine Farm squawky toys are more than just rubber chickens. You can use them as flashlights to help you see in the dark. Simply squeeze your toy to activate a temporary light source. F to squeeze your toy, E to close. That is funny. Yeah, it doesn't look like VSync is working. E to interact. I've been informed that business is closing. Oh, today marks my last day working here. I've been informed that business is closing down after a few people disappeared while wandering through the maze and were never seen again. Fewer and fewer visitors have come by. I'm not sure what they want, but at night I heard a terrifying noise. It sounds almost like a monstrous screech. Greg. What is this I just picked up? Oh, it's like a fuse. Okay. Neato. And the gate open. Maze hint. The energized the energy true color is the only way. Oh, it just says the same thing. Ugh. Man, why am I yawning? Oh, yesterday was just awful. I think I slept like the entire day. After this, I guess we could like play some Minecraft. I'm trying to set up a server with my friends from high school. And I guess I could like build a little spawn. Ooh. Oh no, we are locked in. Cannot go anywhere anymore. Squawk-O-Matic Machine User Manual. Step 1. Get yourself a Sunshine Farm Squawky toy. Step 2. Insert your Squawky toy into the machine. Step 3. Grab your modified toy. Step 4. Enjoy. Squawky toy.
Nice.
Interesting. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness. Wait, does it like actually destroy them or just move them? Hard to tell. It kind of looks like it does both. Ooh. Oh. You know what? I kind of just remembered something. I don't know if I have this set up or not. Let me see. Streamer bot. Let's see. Is it actions? Yes. So, trigger or timed action. Yeah. I think we can do that. Now if I go into Discord or into the chat and I do exclamation Discord, it should bring back our new Discord server. I don't know how to stop it from posting it twice, so this is what you get. Hopefully that stays up. Got chat, variables, import, export. So we'll just save that. Oh! I'm gonna go back. So yes, we have a new Discord. You know, I should probably like put that up here too while I think of it. So do some quick editing. Channel. Oh, well, okay, here we go. Edit panels. Rules, welcome, support. I should get rid of that. Submit. FAQ. I suppose we can put it in the welcome. Ah! You would like to hang out while not in a stream. You may and do so on our Discord server. And then we'll copy that, paste that, submit. Okay, why did that not work? How do I do this? Okay, so it's... Make this a little bit bigger, make it easier to see. So we need to go... was it the Discord? Nope, this one. Do one of those. And then one of these, one of that, one of there. And we'll get rid of that one. And is that right now? No. Why is that not right? What am I doing wrong with this? Oh. There we go. Now it's working. I'm gonna hide that one. I don't need to see that. Okay, so that's now good. That's up. And people can now start coming in for that, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe shouldn't necessarily do that because I have not fully tested the Discord server, so yeah, probably should not do that just yet. And then bring back ends. We'll just get rid of the add in progress right now. That can go away. Sunshine Farms Squawky Toys are more than just rubber chickens. You flash. Okay, so that's just the same thing as before. Squawky Toys, Squawky Toy.
What was that?
That was a crow, little girl. Now we have the power of water. We're turning into a true avatar. A waterbender. Waterbender. Oh no, it's gonna get me! Oh no! Oh no! It's gonna get me! Sunshine Farms, we harvest, you eat. Walk. Because that's not creepy. Alright, so we got a fire. No. I need a battery. And I already have the water one. Uh-oh. What's coming for me? What is it? There's no crouch. Oh. Nope. I can't see it. It can't see me. I can't see it. It can't see me. The bear is gone. Power of leaves. Power of leaves. Ooh. Oh, it's like a little acorny thingy. That's cute. What's over here? Oh. Nothing. Well, okay then. Electricity now. That's it. We got it. We got all 4 elements. We are the master avatar. The master chicken bender.
Cool.
Master chicken bender! Alright, we have a green thing over there. Do we need it though? Ah, bummer we do. I gotta backtrack. Alright. We'll go back. Oh, man, I would have thought my coffee would have kicked it by now. There we go. Ah. Oh, right, F. F gives me the flashlight. Boom. True colors. Yeah, sure, buddy. No, don't. No! No, no, no! Oh, no, no, no. Okay. So we can't go left. Right? No. I don't think I have the right colors for any of these. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Blue is a... Okay. Green. The true color. Oh, did I make it? Home with the world's largest rubber chicken. Did I make it? Squawky, loud, large, and friendly. Why is it following me? I don't like that.
Is anybody here?
Oh, that was fun. Cool. That was good. I'm looking forward to the fall game when it comes out. Alright, now... because we're not playing Squawky anymore. We'll change that. And going to uninstall. We can't do Five Nights at Freddy's. It's being weird. Could I do... I could do a window capture. See if we can do this. Oh wait, it's gotta be H. H? 1080? Is that right? I don't think they did it right. Let's try... Did H space 1080? No, so it looks like it just like does not care. So then let's do properties. We'll get rid of the launch option. And we'll go play. And then let's get all of our windows back the way they're supposed to be. That's fine, that's fine. This one over here. We'll do a new window. We'll call it Finicky Games. Five Nights at Freddy's. Capture. Then capture. We will go back to properties. And we'll put this one. All right, it's not going to capture that one anymore. So if I go back to here, Finicky Games, there we go. I gotta like drag it way down here. Finicky game should be here, I think. And isn't there like a thing to center it? Transform. Center to screen. Center to screen. It's to screen. Is that what I want? I think that's what I want. Hey, Tiger! We're doing good. Si's upstairs playing House Flipper. And the cats, I don't know where they are. I've been fighting something the last few days. Like yesterday, I feel like the only thing I did was sleep, and I'm still super tired today. But we're gonna give this a shot. Down a bit. So it's not overwhelmingly loud. No, like we're gonna be going to a movie later today, and we have like a couple of hours to kill before then. So I'm like, I guess I'll just stream. I don't really like have anything else to do then. So let's try Five Nights at Freddy's. Now what happens if I full screen it? Alright, cool. So it like didn't really do what I wanted it to. What if I alt tab? Nope. Okay, so gotta do that. How are you doing today? How are you doing, Tiger? I suppose we'll just do this. And I like want it to work. Finicky games, property, window, automatic. Alright, so what if I like do this? Because it sees it back there. What if I do just display one? Then that just puts it up in like the upper corner and it's not very big. Woke up with your mood being low. Sorry to hear about that. That sucks. I think it's the heat. I think the heat is just like messing with everybody. So we can't do display. Can we do finicky game? Because then finicky game doesn't show up in full screen. Unless I alt tab to make it not full screen for me, but then it's full screen for you. We'll just try it. There's like nothing else I can do. $12 a.m. first night. I should bring out some chocolate. Maybe chocolate will give me some energy. Oh, we have an ad. Hang on. Oh, and then just pressing escape closes the game? Alright. No, we're not doing Five Nights then. It's gonna be too finicky. What the heck? Not cool. It's like, how do people stream this game? I mean, granted, they don't stream the super old one. This is Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Alright. Now that the ad break is over, we'll find something else to play. I suppose we could do Uncharted. Let's see, do I? Yes, apparently I do. Not sure if I'm in the mood for that, though. Try Dispatch and just do another demo. Alright, I guess we'll just give it a try. Had to change the game audio. Subtitles always enabled. Pause on lost focus, enabled sound. Okay. No. In Dispatch, you play as Robert, a fallen superhero formerly known as Mecha Man. Having lost his mech suit in battle, he is recruited to join SDN, the Superhero Dispatch Network, as a dispatcher.
We're not the highest profile branch in the network, but we've got what makes the real difference. Great people. Some of them aren't even people, and they're still great. One of the 3 copiers on this floor. Fax, scan, does literally everything. Documentation, one of the 3 Ds at SDN. There tends to be a healthy amount of paperwork. I used to call it triple Ds, but I was informed that had a different connotation.
3 Ds?
Dispatching, documentation, diversity is the 3rd. Not in terms of priority, of course. Yep, we're all about diversity. Lana works in the mailroom, from a different galaxy altogether. And then there's Galen, way back there, born with super hearing. He's from, I want to say...
Florida.
Florida, of course. Florida man over there. Hey, easy on the bath salts.
That was one guy.
Hey, speaking of
That's
bath,
like me.
where is the,
Oh, need a bio break?
excuse me?
Restroom. I mean, it's right over there. Sorry. At work, I tend to get a little
Corny.
corporate, Dick. Meet me in the records room when you're done. If you get lost, look for the door that says records room.
This looks like fun.
Bruh, I almost went in my pants. Hey, you this Robert people talking about? What's up, brother? My auntie named me Roy, but people call me Roy.
Sure.
All right. Good to meet you, bruh.
Likewise.
God, that guy is
So Royd,
massive.
like steroid?
Huh? Hell no, brother. No. Cause listen. Get two other guys here that go by the name Roy. So I think it's like, we go scrap, we go ground, I bust you up, and then, you got Roy. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I think. Hey, you think that's why they call me Roy? Like I'm on steroids. But they think I'm some kind of a juice head? They think I'm not natty, bro? They think Roy not natty.
No, I'm just kidding, man. Just making jokes about your name and the shitter.
Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, Nokia is probably best. Nice meeting you, Royd, even if it was while we were both holding our dicks.
You one funny bugger. Mecca man.
Okay, so I was worried about your unwashed hand, but now I'm worried that everyone here knows who I am.
Nah, brother. It's Kapu. Need to know basis and Roy need to know. I don't want to come pick up your soup or fix them for the SDN.
Cool. You gonna wash before you do that?
Nah, bro. I never touch nothing. Just touch my pants and underwear only. Even for shake, I just do like this.
Can you show me again? I don't think I got it.
Oh, that is good. This is actually good. I'm liking this.
Holy shit. Who's this freckle-faced fuck? How are you?
That's an aggressive way to greet someone.
Look at this skinny latte prick. Your bones, kid. You here to whip these assholes into shape or what?
That's the idea.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Why you all tense? What? It's a hug, not a hand job. Lighten up.
Be that as it may, I'm still confused.
Oh, right, because I'm old as shit. How about this? This jog your memory?
Track star? Holy shit!
Yeah, you fucker. Why are you accepting hugs from old men you don't know? Oh, and hey, they call me Chase around here, so keep it,
Sure, right. Yeah, Chase.
It's been what, 10, 15 years?
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, I reached out to this little pissant when his dad passed. Then he got to ducking me like he owed me money.
I was in a weird place.
I understand, kid. It was tough on all of us, so I can't imagine what you went through.
Yeah, so what's up? You gonna tell me why you look like Black Einstein?
Sorry. I never noticed.
Fucker. It's the powers. I can move 50 times faster than the average person, but I didn't realize until it was too late that I was aging 50 times faster when I used my powers. Nowadays, I'm moving slower than frozen piss to keep the old ticker from popping on me.
That's a pretty cruel fate, Chase. What kind of awful shit did you do to deserve that?
Right? This is some war criminal level punishment. No, I was just out trying to help people like a fucking chump. This is why I know karma is bullshit.
So I guess this means you're the one person I can't complain to about losing my suit.
You better not. I would resurrect and re-kill your fucking father in front of you if it meant being able to use my powers again.
Jesus, Chase.
Wow.
What? Obviously, I'd let Robert have one last I love you before I extinguished the light from his eyes.
Was he always like this?
Yes, actually.
We joke, we laugh, we suppress our trauma. All right, enough of this feeling shit. Let's introduce you to your team of losers. Now, if I'm being honest, I thought and still think we should have canned these tunas months ago.
And you might get your wish. Because if we don't see improvements soon, the whole program will be scrapped.
Cool. No pressure.
Oh, okay. I'm actually playing now. I'm gonna go in the stream manager so I can like change the title. Can I do that? Category, content label, run ad. What is this called? Dispatch? Yeah. All right, let's reveal a hero.
Sonar here was a Harvard graduate who
Will not shut the fuck up about being a Harvard graduate, like all Harvard graduates.
who also orchestrated some of the most effective Silicon Valley investment frauds in U.S. history. Also,
Sometimes he transforms into a fucking bat monster that would eat you ass first after he emptied your pension plan.
Is there like a character on Batman that was like this? Pretty sure.
Flambe, he
Controls the fire and the flame, and his skin does not burn.
Right, you met him. Didn't you ever run in with him years back?
I did. Yeah.
So you know he's a certifiable dickhead.
Invisigal, who you met. Turned herself in a few months ago and entered the program on the condition we didn't ask questions.
That's a little suspicious, no?
Suspicious? Really? Of a criminal that turns invisible and doesn't like to answer questions? What tipped you off, Sherlock?
Only while holding her breath. She's asthmatic too, abrasive. Wait a minute, wait. Are there other ones like that? Addicted to a variety of controlled substances, embezzling, drug possession, money fraud, lending, cyberbullying. Anger issues, unsurprising history of arson, designed his own suit. Arson, assault, vandalism. And then this one, okay. Yes, we did. We have a new Discord server and it's in the testing phase. So if you want to try it out, go ahead. It should not have come up in the stream. I was supposed to send it to you guys privately so you could test it out, but I was trying StreamerBot and I guess oh, yep, that's it. I put the wrong timer on the wrong thing. So we'll get rid of that. Because it was supposed to just do the drink water thing. And so, yeah, I mean, if you want to try the new Discord server and see if you like it, what you don't like, it's in the testing phase right now, so already joined. Awesome. There are like some self-assigned rules and I don't have onboarding set up, but you know, hopefully it's a cool place. Already joined. Thank you. Thank you for joining the Discord that should not exist yet. So like, okay, I guess I can bring this up so I can like go through it. Nope. Here we go. So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to bring you here to the welcome page first. And then I think it's supposed to send you to verification, which I'm gonna have to change that because that's not supposed to be like that. Then once you click the checkbox, then it opens everything up to you. Under live stream, it says when both go live, and then at the end of the stream, it gets rid of the Twitch one and leaves the YouTube one. Because YouTube is the archive. Yeah, I know it wasn't supposed to show up. I put the wrong timer in the wrong spot. Because I'm trying to get a streamer bot set up. And so it was like, because I had a timer to remind myself to drink water, which I don't know if I've seen that one come up or not. But I don't know. I got this one working. This one plays when an ad starts. It plays a notification to me, so I know to put up that thing that goes across the screen and is like, please be patient. But I don't necessarily know if I'm happy about the self-assign roles. Like, I don't know if this is a good thing to have or not. But I thought it would be, like, interesting for if you wanted people to know, like, are you a farmer? Are you a teacher? And, like, so, like, I don't know, it's, like, important. Kind of a community to, like, know who you're interacting with, I guess. Then we got like a games thread, so like each game can have its own thread. Same thing with like music or individual songs. There's funnies, memes, pet photos, self-promotion, videos, pictures, art, just sharing, hardware questions. Bots, you mods should only have this. None of that shows up in the new server for you. All right, so let me see. Server settings, roles. View server as role. All right, so since you have like nothing, this should be what shows up for you. Let me change the view a little bit so the chat is like not literally in the way. Yeah, that should be okay. So the way that it's supposed to work is you'll arrive on welcome, and then this one there's no everyone starts off with the everyone role, and then so they start off here, and then they get verification. After they click verification, then it should give them verified. And then once they click that, then it should give everything to the person. Where then they can go through an introduction if they feel like it. So you have to click the verification checkbox to unlock everything. Welcome roles, verification, and introduction channels with nothing in them. Hmm. Is it like a history thing? View channel. I think this is it. I think this is it. All right, so it was welcome. You can't send messages, but you can read the history. And then introduction. All right, I'm gonna kick you from the server and then you can rejoin. Unless it's updating it for you, because you should be able to see it now. It should start you in welcome and you should see all of this. Unless I have to kick you and then have you rejoin. I don't know. I'm not sure how this works. Nothing. All right, I'm gonna kick you.
Hello.
Hey!
What did Jeff just upload?
Testing. Do what?
Jeff just posted uphill in first and then posted a link of an MP4.
Did he?
Yeah.
Let me look.
He's typing something else out. Oh. Because I was going to say, you said he's over in England, isn't he? Or the UK?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just wondering because a couple of other servers I'm on have been hit with bots lately.
No. Yeah,
So,
he is overseas right now.
okay, it's just all of a sudden I see a link and I'm like, suspicious?
No suspicious.
Okay, let's see.
Do you want to test something for me?
Sure.
Okie dokie. Let me get it. Let me get it.
I mean, my computer's probably corrupted as it is, so let's go ahead and see what this is that Jeff sent. Oh, and of course, it's in a Codex pack I don't own, and it wants me to buy it. God damn it.
Buy it? What codec pack?
Hang on a second, let me reread that. HEVC video extensions is what I need to download. High efficiency video coding.
Do you have VLC?
Actually, I don't know if I do.
It should just
It's been
be
years.
it should be just packaged with VLC.
I was gonna say, here's my problem. I haven't watched anything on this computer in years, so I don't even know if I have VLC. Choose another app. I can open it in Firefox. That'd be funny. Nope. Well, time to download VLC real quick. God, I haven't used this in years. I realize we're getting old.
No.
Our 20th anniversary is next year. Well, graduation anniversary, I mean.
Okay, so I just sent you a thing.
Yep.
It's a test.
Yep.
When you sign in, you should only be able to see welcome and rules,
Verification, which I just did.
and introduction.
Yep.
And then
And now I see onboarding and everything else.
okay. Yes, but when you were in welcome, did it like did you see text and stuff?
I see. Welcome. I saw the welcome rules. Hold on.
Okay.
So yeah, I see like mods, the rules, the links, welcome.
Okay, mods.
Well, like it's in your list of, so underneath that there's welcome, the little generated text for that,
Oh,
links,
yeah.
the
Okay.
different links,
I get what you're saying now.
rules. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I
Yes.
saw all that. Yes.
Yes. Well, because I just had Tiger, one of my mods, try it, and they were not able to see any of the previous text. And I accidentally had history turned off. So anybody new who joined couldn't see previously posted stuff. So I should change that for all of these other things. History is important.
That is construction worker.
I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those roles, but I thought it would be like something interesting, like to kind of like get to know the fellow members. So I don't know if that's like too much information. History, 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 history. History. Second floor. History. Did I scroll past it? I think I did. Yep. History. And then ground floor. I don't think voice stuff has history,
No, it wouldn't.
but I'll turn it on anyway. And then can I like should probably turn on history. Oh no, there is no history for those. That is specifically off.
I'm not looking for
Cool. Tiger, glad it's working. Yeah, so this is the Toasty Tavern. Derpy derp. Sup? Carrier has arrived. Indeed, fine, sir.
Yeah, I love the fact that you responded to Jess at 7:30. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna get a response from Jess until like late tonight.
No, that's fine. That's kind of like how I treat Discord. It's like you'll get it when you get it. I kind of treat it like text.
The funny thing with that, I don't know what's going on with my phone. I don't know if it's because it's old, it's almost 5 years old at this point. But like, I saw Jess's original post at 10:30. I was still up at 3 o'clock because I couldn't sleep,
Yeah.
and it finally pinged on my phone like, "Oh, you have a new message." It's like this was hours ago.
So you were the one that told me about like a dispatch superhero game?
Yeah, I saw you were playing it. I
Yeah.
was curious. I'm like, oh, wonder what Ash is playing.
Yes. So I'm
Yeah, because I had seen some things about it because people equated it to a Telltale game.
Here we have coupe,
Okay.
which I recently learned is a French ballet term.
I just
that means
never ended
to
up
cut,
looking into
hence
it.
the knives.
That's very clever.
so
Yeah, but it
far
sounds dumb to say, so everybody calls it coup.
I've only been
She
playing
was
the
an
demo,
assassin for
and
the
it is
mob
quite
and went
funny.
independent.
I'm actually liking it quite a bit.
That's good.
Like I've not done anything in it yet, but so far the humor is really good. Like what was it? Was it the first one? Because like right now I'm going through some of the like the database of, I don't know if it's current employees or whatever, but like it gives you age, height, abilities, birthplace, bio, and crimes. And for this one, it's like cyberbullying. I'm not saying cyberbullying isn't a crime.
It's one of those that unfortunately for like, because I've had this conversation with some of my younger friends
Yeah.
online, it's like I view it differently because we grew up in a different time period.
Oh, of course we did, yeah.
Like, I have a friend who doesn't like the fact that I use certain words. Not... Oh... I had the tendency, due to just years of using it, of using the word retard too much.
Well, it has a different meaning for us.
And that's the thing that I try to tell him, but he's like, no, it doesn't. You're just, a piece of shit. And it's like, you got to look at it from my point of view, the way we grew up. We didn't use it to mean what people use it to mean. We use it to mean you're an idiot.
Yes. And the generation before us used it as a method of slow, not in a mental state, but in a mechanical state. Like, because I have people watching, I now need to give a definition as to what I mean. In early automotives that used, shoot, what's it called? Starts with a D for the spark plugs. Distributor. That's it. In early automotive, when they had to use a distributor, the distributor cap would actually rotate on the crank that it was attached to, and it would advance or retard the gap for the spark positionings for the spark wires, and that would increase or decrease your timings. It is a term that was first used back in like the very early days of automotive. Like in the actual manual for most automotive like vehicles back in the day. And I have a 1924 Model T manual. And in the manual, it says to retard timing, to slow timing. You have to take the word into the generation of those who are actually saying it. So, no, everybody is right, but it also depends on who is saying it and what their generation is.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's also, I had this argument with somebody else. It's like, the word gay to me also means something completely different.
Yeah.
It's like, again, we were raised in a different time where a lot of this stuff didn't have its meanings changed.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and like I said, also, it's like, also we grew up on unfiltered, lobbies
Mm-hmm.
in video games, so that didn't help us either.
Mm-mm.
Punch up.
Carnival strongman who made a deal
But
with
it's-
the sorceress.
it's just
She
one of
had the
those that-
strength of 10 men. His
It
muscles
kind of
grew,
like
but
is.
his body shrunk.
So do
He's
you
got
know
all
the
charm
whole
and brains, but
situation
greasy
going on with
balls,
Thor
boy.
right now? Pirate Software
Oh.
with Stop Killing Games and that.
Yeah, as far as I know, I didn't look into it. But as far as I know, he said it's a stupid thing and that you shouldn't do it.
Well, he's looking at it from the point of view of a developer, and he took it in a bad way. I guess the best way to say it, that he thought it was looking to do one thing when it wasn't. They were,
Oh.
their whole prerogative is,
Yeah, he was like, you shouldn't expect developers to have to develop something forever when that's actually not what it was about at all.
yeah,
Which
and that just,
I do think is funny, somebody from him who totes about reading
yeah.
terms of services and stuff. And like, read the terms of service, know what you're talking about before you make a comment on it. And then, but I also know, like,
Well-
he's human, we make mistakes.
And that was kind of one of the things that people were getting is it's like, you pride yourself on being like, logical, this and that, and it's like, you obviously didn't read this. It's very clear you didn't.
Yeah. Has he actually
But-
made an apology about that yet? Because I've seen
No,
a couple things
he-
he just hasn't.
And that's here's where the problem is coming from. It came back around because the creator of the Stop Killing Games movement, the
Mhm.
Curse Farm, he basically said, like, it's not going anywhere, because at the time they were under 500,000 signatures and they had to get to 1 million by the end of this month.
Mhm.
And like he said, it was effectively dead. They hadn't had many new signatures in months, and he finally kind of went all in because he didn't want to bring up the drama with Pirate Software at the time, because he just wanted to have people focus
Malevola.
on.
Terrifying. She's got a
Oh,
magic sword,
the
and
movement,
she creates
but he
portals
kind
that allow
of
her
put
to
it out there
teleport.
that's like,
Somehow
yeah,
she's
this
still
killed
late
this.
for every fucking meeting.
He's like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
unfortunately
pretty sure
am
she
not
doesn't
going to keep
like
this
this.
going. This and that. Long story short, he basically was saying it was over. People started rallying it back up. Some people started looking into it more, and brought up a lot of Thor's stuff that he did, and it kind of got brought back up, and Thor kind of again doubled down on it. And this coming after his whole hardcore WoW fiasco that happened.
Okay.
So
That's Golem.
people
He
dogpiled
is
on
a
him.
construct.
A construct?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of
Bunch
get
of
it,
dirt
though.
and mud made sentient.
And
with
as of
mud.
right now, the
I think
initiative
he's
is close to passing. It has the signatures, but as Scott from A Cursed Farm said, it's unfortunately now going to have to go through the scrutiny of the EU. Of are these signatures actual EU EU people? Are they real? Were these duped? Was it just
Well-
bunch of Americans who wanted their opinions to be known, that kind of thing?
I kind of feel like on a situation like this, it doesn't matter if the signatures were from in or outside the EU. If you have enough signatures on a global level to show that this is
But-
something that needs to happen, the EU has been pretty good about setting new regulations that then has to be globally met.
Here's where the problem is. The initiative that they were doing is set in the EU. It's basically the petition is to have Parliament, or not Parliament, whatever the EU's government system is for them to start looking at it. For that to happen, you have to be a member of the EU. It clearly states on the website that you cannot do it from outside of the EU.
I get that.
And,
but
well, I'm just like, that's how this, for this to go through, they have to pass that credential. Now, whether the EU ignores it and just does it because of all the expenditures for it is going to be the question, because already there's lobbyists in the EU fighting against this.
That's where I'm getting at, because of the huge number outside of the EU and inside. They could see it as it's more a global issue, and the EU has taken global issues before, like Apple, Epic, Google, bigger tech companies. And so, like, yeah, they could treat this as a global issue and decide, hey, no, this is actually a thing.
Oh, but that's one of the reasons they're kind of worried of, that if the lobbyists get their way, the EU is not going to be able to hold this up. But anyways, long story short. So Pirate caught flack for that, and a lot of people made videos, kind of calling them out for it. And kind of the same situation that happened with the WoW thing.
Born and raised.
Pirate doubled down.
She weaponizes light rays or some shit.
And now has gotten to the point where,
why is she dressed like a pop star?
The last thing he said on this is, his exact quote was, "I hope they achieve everything they've set out to achieve, but get nothing of what they wanted." And it's like, all right, that's kind of a fucked up thing to say.
That's just spiteful.
And that's what's getting people pissed off, is it's like, bro, you're just being spiteful for spiteful's sake.
Like, dude, admit you made a mistake and move on.
That's what a lot of other people have said, and he's just not. He's just doubling down on everything. And that's turning off quite a lot of people.
Understandable. I also sort of feel like, I don't know too much about Pirate Software, but I kind of feel like he got too big too fast.
I think really,
like, been riding the coattails of his own jacket.
I don't think it's necessarily so much that he got too big too fast. I think he, like a lot of people, created a character, made that, was playing that character, and then when the WoW situation happened, he let the mask slip. And now that he's let the mask slip, some people are like, oh, you're kind of not as good a person as I thought you were.
That could be. That's part of my problem with... And I understand it. Like, most people feel that they need to play a character online just so that they can have, like, a separation of online versus reality. Though... And you see it in the furry community all the time. It's like they're like literally playing a character when they're like in their suits and going to conventions and stuff, and they may act different between their like friends that they have at the convention versus the friends that they have like from high school or whatever, like don't necessarily know about that kind of stuff. But like, man, being autistic, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I cannot play a character. It's like painfully difficult to do.
Yeah. It's one of those that, like, I've had people like ask me, because like, I admittedly, being in the construction industry, I work with more conservative people. And I'll hear people say stuff sometimes, and it's like, all right, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, what you're saying is not 100% true, because it's like, hearing some of the shit they say, it's like, listen,
so
I have friends that I've known since I was a teenager,
Phoenix program,
that I still talk to this day.
Motley crew of dangerous.
Do I always sometimes agree with them? No, none of us agree on everything. But it's like, but those are still my friends. Now, sometimes I wonder, I'll shake my head at some of the stuff that I see, like, again, what you, Jess, and all of them do in your private time, that's fine. To me, furries just kind of weird me out, that it's like, huh, alright. But it's one of those that it's like, hey, I'm not going to judge you as long as you don't judge me on my weird shit.
It's no different than playing a D&D character. Or a Warhammer 40k character.
And at the same time, it's like, do I sometimes wonder about people's life choices? Yes, but at the same time, I'm not going to say anything because I have my own life choices I got to live with.
Yeah.
But as long as we're all cordial to each other like normal people, I don't give a shit.
Cordial. That's a $2 word I haven't heard in a while.
Oh yeah, thanks. I appreciate you calling up my intelligence. Listen, I don't get to be somewhat smart sometimes.
You're welcome. Me be calling your smarts into non-question. Your welcomes.
What did you call me?
I didn't say anything. I just said a bunch of nonsense of
I know.
you're welcome.
We're not looking for miracles.
But anyways, going back to that, so
it.
apparently with this
Can you show
whole
him his
thing,
desk?
he's gotten death
Sure.
threats. I will say, one of the things I don't agree with is he's apparently gotten
What's that arm
swatted.
squeeze about?
And it's like, no, to me, that's a
You
fucked
want
up
one?
thing to do.
Here.
He did?
But whenever yeah, like,
wow.
supposedly people have swatted him over this whole situation.
This is you.
But again, just kind of
Pretty
going back to
sparse,
that,
but
it's
feel
one of
free to
those that's
decorate.
like, I feel for you, but when it comes to something like death threats online, listen, unless you meet up with me
This
in real
computer's
life,
older than you look.
I'm not going to take that seriously.
Wait.
I understand
so
it can be a scary
we're
and
doing
fucked up
this?
thing,
I
but
haven't
to
even
me,
met
it's
the
just one of
team
those
yet.
that's like,
We did the slideshow.
First of all, that
you
wasn't
know,
a
the
slideshow.
easiest way to deal with somebody
We like
making
to
a death
start
threat
slow.
online?
Most people
Stay
don't make it
offline.
past the first dispatch. And this is better
Just
for
stop
everybody's
getting
safety.
online for a little bit.
What do you mean safety?
You'll be fine.
I
And this
completely
here is
agree
our
with
little
you.
slice of the Southland.
I also see it
Whenever
though
there's a
from his
crisis in the
perspective.
area,
It's like
we get
he
a call,
can't
and
do
guess who
that.
answers?
I mean, he
Me.
can.
Or
But,
for
like,
somebody
that's
like him, it
actually
would be
his
hard.
Now
job.
put your headset on and introduce
But I'm
yourself,
saying,
please,
like, in
Bridget.
general, whenever I hear people like say, like, "Oh, this certain person," it's like, dude, just get offline.
Yeah.
Just turn the phone off, turn the computer off, or you just do what we did back in the day: ignore the troll and don't feed them.
Yeah. Ignore the troll. Exactly, Death.
Yep.
Most people do use a persona to hide who they really are. I don't
Again,
personally
I don't
agree
know if
with
it's
that, though.
me
You
being
should just be who
insensitive,
you
but it's just
are.
one of those that I don't understand how people, take some of the stuff seriously. Again, I don't know if it's because you and I grew up in a different generation when we knew a lot of this shit was just talk online.
I think partially that can be for some of it. I think also another part, it's a lot easier to find where someone's physical location is now than it used to be. So the getting a death threat I can see as being much more serious now when it is so easy to find somebody's real address.
I can also kind of see that, but at the same time, I kind of fall back to. I mean, there's the fact of the state we live in. I mean, outside of where we live, our state is very heavily conservative, very gun-toted. Oh, hell, even where we live, technically, I guess. So I guess it's just one of those, I kind of look at it that way, that it's like, all right, you show me a picture of my house. Please, roll up. See what happens.
I'm not sure if I necessarily believe that. I will believe that, to use the colloquial term, out in the boonies, gun ownership is definitely very high.
Yeah.
In the cities, though.
Well, but at the
really.
same time, I got to think. I'm used to the fact that I worked in the downtown area in the east side.
That's a special case.
I was especially told by Detroit police one time when I got pulled over for running a red light on my way to work. Literally, I ran the red light. I turned into my plant at 2 a.m, and the cop flashed his lights.
Yeah.
And the cop actually looked at me. He goes, "You got a license to carry?" I went, "No." He goes, "Do me a favor, get one."
Yes, the certain areas in certain cities are an exception. On a general mass, though, I would almost be willing to say, like, in most cities, it's a non-carry thing.
Yeah.
But like, in saying that, like, there are definitely places in certain cities, Detroit, Chicago, New York, probably like even in San Francisco or Los Angeles, there's going to be more shady areas where it would be beneficial for you to carry. But I wouldn't think that those would be I think that would be an exception over the rule.
Your chat is probably like, what the fuck are these two talking about?
No, they're actually like they're kind of engaged in it.
Hey team, this is your dispatcher, Robert
But yeah,
Robertson. I'm starting my
it's
first
just one of those
shift.
that's like, I hate to feel like the old head of the internet, but it's like sometimes I just wonder, it's like, have I gotten too old for this day and age?
Maybe, but maybe not. I think for the most part, the role that we play online has just shifted. And everything goes in a cycle, more or less. Like, you and I will never be able to understand Skibbity Toilet, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't. I installed TikTok like when it was just becoming a big thing, but then I had to uninstall that. I was like, what is the point of this?
Yeah, I have been thinking about a TikTok to post my shorts on, but that's it. Just to put the content out, not to ingest it. But then also, like, I don't know if necessarily that generation would understand the humor of Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Oh God, I don't think so.
Or for us, Ed, Edd n Eddy was hilarious. Like, I still go back and watch that show.
There's so much stuff that I watch, like I'll go back watching and then just kind of realize it's like, God, there were so many jokes in here that we did not get when we were younger.
No. Half of the shows when we were growing up were written for the adults.
I still think back to like
I should say half of the humor.
Yeah. I still think back to like Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh yeah, no, that was definitely an adult show.
And the fact that at one point he got a job as a sex hotline worker.
Yeah, definitely an adult show. I think that's more of like, hey, let's see if we can try to like sneak this show past. And then, you know, the executive, where animation is a brand new thing, doesn't actually know what they're looking at.
That's kind of like have you ever heard of how South Park, like Matt Stone and Trey Parker would do things?
Depends on the I've heard of some stuff, so I don't know if I'm thinking of the specific thing you're talking about.
So their general rule, as they used to put it, was I think it was something like the rule of 5 or something like that. Like they would put 5 things to the FCC, you know, like joke wise.
Mm.
And the hope was you could get at least 2 jokes through. You know, that they would sit there and go, all right, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say, you know what? We'll let you get away with these 2 at least.
No, I hadn't heard about that one.
Yeah, so like they would go to their legal department representative from Comedy Central and would just hand them their filthiest jokes, and then the 2 jokes that they planned on trying to get through, and then that way they would be like, you know, no. All right, we'll let that one get through when that was the one they were hoping to get through.
Oh, like, okay, these are the 2 we want. What are like the most nastiest things we can think of to
Yeah,
put
like
in with
throw
that?
as much. Yeah, throw as much as they could at what the fuck is it called? I can't remember, but it's basically part of the legal department. So their whole plan was just throw as much as we can at them and hope that they just give us a couple of gimmies.
That makes sense.
You can't be this shook on your first day. Come on.
Can we clear the channel, please? There's a lot of overlapping on this.
I saw him in his underwear.
Who? Roberto son?
I saw him in his underwear.
He back in mine.
Oh, but he's got a lot of bruises, which I'm into.
Again, please clear the channel.
Get it, your emo.
Shut the fuck up.
Let me remind you, these calls are fucking recorded for training fucking purposes. So keep the fucking line clear before we send your stupid fucking asses back to whatever fucking cell we pulled your stupid fucking asses out of. Alright?
You are going to like the humor of this game, Brad.
For the little bit I've seen of it, I definitely can tell I would.
Yes, you are gonna like the humor. In dispatch, your job is to respond to various calls from subscribers within the city of Torrance by sending heroes from your team. The Death Wolf says, I can't remember, but in my state you can have the open carry, but if you have a gun, you get out, stay in the car. We go hunting, but people would have a problem. The gun and you carry like they back up for no reason. The car is locked and is a problem. Anyway, my state is very conservative and liberty. I feel like that has to do with city versus rural. In most cities, even if it is legal for a concealed carry permit, it's not the thing that people want to see or to like necessarily have around, because a gun doesn't necessarily mean protection, it means danger. Out in the country it can mean protection because bears, bobcats, what have you. But if you're in the middle of a city, the only thing to protect yourself is from other people. And if other people are going to be hunting other people, then like what is holding up society? Society is built on trust. It has to, or the whole thing doesn't work.
Yeah, but even then, there's the fact of it. It can act as a deterrent.
It can.
And I'm not necessarily saying like pulling it out and pointing at you. I'm saying like just the fact that you have something on you will get people to hesitate.
I kind of feel like it's a slippery slope. Like, why? Like, does it really need to happen in the first place?
In a perfect world, we wouldn't need them. But we don't live in a perfect world.
That is definitely true.
I mean, also in a perfect world, everyone would just leave each other alone.
Yeah. It's a hard call. We have them, and they are used in protection in certain situations, and not in others. It's difficult to say what actually is the correct direction to go in, though I am pretty sure I can agree, at least for the both of us in this Discord, that higher, more strict gun laws and backgrounds would probably be beneficial.
Here's my only thing when it comes to that. Yeah. I look at it from this point of view when it comes to gun laws. We already have gun laws in place that require you to have a background search. Require you to, I think in Michigan you have to have training in order to get at least your carry permit. You have to have some training. So I look at it this way. What, like from my point of view, asking you, what further could we do?
One, I would say to have it go off to a federal level where...
It does.
No, hang on. For concealed permit, you have to go to training in every state.
Now, here's the only problem.
It is illegal to sell guns at a gun show. You can put in a reservation for a gun at a gun show, but you cannot leave the hall with it.
And generally, that is how most gun shows work. Where you run into the problem is there are some people who go to gun shows that sell them out of the back of their cars or stuff
And
like that. They
that,
sell them under the table.
yeah.
But if you've actually ever been to an actual gun show, most times or not, you'll get told right then and there. All right, you're gonna sign off, pay for this, and then once everything comes back, we'll give you it. They won't give you the gun outright.
No, I get that, but like that's not everywhere. That's most places. It has to be everywhere for it to be effective.
And as far as getting training in every state, you can't do that because not every state has open carry.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm getting to my point. The laws around such a dangerous object need to be the same everywhere. Or they're not effective at all.
And that's where you're going to run into the problem, because then you're going to have states like Texas and that where they're more lean. They run into the problem of California where you have heavy laws against them.
Mm-hmm.
So you run into that whole argument as far as that goes. But I'm saying, like, from a point of view of right now, there aren't too many more things that they could do to improve, especially here in Michigan. There's not too many more laws aside from gun shows, which that, in my opinion, is hard to crack down on. Because the only way
Why even have a gun show? What's the point other than like it's in convince me this is one of those convince me I'm wrongs. A gun show is nothing else than money laundering for an art exhibit.
Yeah, I can see that. I look at it this way. Gun shows are more for those who are either of the collector market, or those who are of the real gun enthusiasts, like the kind of people who get down into like the nitty gritty, like breaking it down, how the parts work, how the gun operates, like those kind of people.
Fair.
Your average person, if they went to a gun show, they're looking to buy a gun, and then they're going to run into the problem of, all right, background check. And they're going to realize, oh, what I've been told about gun shows is wrong.
But you can do that, like, you could do that online. Like, if you wanted to have, like, go to a... I'm failing to understand why the guns physically need to be there at a gun show.
Okay, so I get what you're saying with that. So I actually have watched some stuff on this, and this is what it is. So, like, the actual guns there, 9 times out of 10, those are all just display models. They don't have firearm pins. They don't, they have certain mechanisms removed from them.
Okay.
That's more for, like, the person to be, like, kind of like when you're shopping for a new vehicle.
Mm.
You look at it from the outside and it's like, hey, step on inside, see how it feels. It's one of those, like, they'll put, hey, hold that. Does it feel comfortable in your hands? Do you like the weight of it? Do you want something lighter, something bigger? That's more what they bring guns for. Again, 9 times out of 10, when it comes to the people who sell guns at the gun show itself, they're selling out of the back of a trunk or, under the table.
But they can do that at a shooting range.
They can, but again, that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to things like gun show, again, you're getting 3 types of people, I would say. Enthusiasts, collectors, or the person who thinks that they can just go to a gun show and buy a gun without having to register.
Which, by how you've been kind of saying it, is exactly what can happen.
It can happen, but I could also make the same argument. What's going to stop that person from going to somebody on the street and saying, hey, can you give me a gun?
That's very fair. Though, in that instance, I would almost be willing to say, like, it would be much harder for that person to get one off of some rando on the street. They'd have to have some kind of connections to find
100%
that person, rather than just going to some parking lot and being like, show me what you got.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're not going to have, like, that person selling in the parking lot probably isn't selling to just randos. Because, then they're running the risk of, is this person a cop or is this person somebody psychotic? Because, like, anyone who's a natural dealer if they go into those gun shows, because again, I've watched videos on this, and one of the guys said, if they get caught selling under the table, not only do they lose their licenses and go to jail, they're banned for life from ever operating again. And like a lot of the guys have said, the licenses they carry are investments because they cost hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to maintain a year. Like, for somebody who owns the license to operate automatic weaponry, if I remember from what an old YouTuber, FPS Russia, said, that was something like close to either a quarter or to $500,000 a year for the guy who owned all the guns that they used in his videos for him to maintain. So again, that's one of those risks of, do I sell this for $10,000 and risk my my livelihood for the rest of my life, or do I just tell this guy fuck off? The ones who are selling under the table are those who are getting them from the street to begin with, and they're selling them dirt cheap because it's unregistered. They want to get rid of it as fast as possible. I look at it from this way. It's one of those...
So is it like the lots just need to be better monitored?
Oh, and it's not necessarily... Like, there are some gun shows that they have people in, outside monitoring as well. It depends. It's unfortunately, it's one of those myths that get perpetuated through people saying it, just like the same way with, a lot of the transgender, false flags and stuff like that.
Oh, like the whole bathroom thing? Yeah.
Yes. It's something like that it gets perpetuated so much that people believe it, and it's like, not really necessarily true.
Okay, so now I have to go down a different rabbit hole.
Okay.
Because the shootings involving them just continuously go up. So there's got to be a reason for it. Is it negligent parents?
Negligent parents / gun owners, people who may have left them out, may have, not properly secured, things like that.
So, okay, that kind of goes into like another thing, because you're saying that background checks do happen, and for the most part, I believe that.
Yes.
Do any of those background checks go into social medias?
I don't know. I personally don't know how, like, Michigan does theirs. I would assume more and more nowadays, but then technically that would be a question of, is that an invasion of privacy?
For something like that, though, I would kind of think no. Because if you're going to openly put, for the sake of argument, like if you're, because most do, if you're going to openly put anti-Semitic remarks on your social media, and then, oh, now you want to get this weapon, I was like, there's a fairly high chance the two of them are related in some way. And like you are a danger to other people.
Now, here's the question that I would pose to that.
Okay.
Now, are you saying that just as, like, if somebody who was looking to do something has been posted online about it and then attempts to go get a gun, you're saying should they have background checks that goes into their social media be done?
Yes.
I would argue it depends. Here's the problem. You get into tricky territories of, is the person's account public, private? Do they even have an social media? Because sometimes some of the people don't even have social medias.
That's true. Though most people who do have them tend to post things they should not.
They tend to post stuff like that. But what I'm getting at is, like, how do you make that call? Do you just blanket everyone and check everyone's social media? And then how far back do you go? What if the person was making posts 3 years ago and they don't post now? It becomes it's one of those that now you're getting into the privacy argument, and that's a whole can of worms all on its own.
If a job is able to deny you that position because of your social media, the same should be applicable to you purchasing a weapon.
And I agree. If if that's the case, yes. If states allow that in that case, yes. I'm more looking at this the way of like me. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have a social media presence at all. The only social media account I have outside of my YouTube, which is just me watching, I have the account, so I have my subscriptions in that.
Yeah.
Is my Twitter account, and all I use that for is to just scroll Twitter. I don't post. I don't do anything.
But
so the question would be,
that in itself says the type of person you are.
But here would be the question: if they wanted to do a background check on me and say, I have no social media presence, from a point of view, how would you look at that as a person?
I would say you still do have social media. You have the accounts, whether you post to them or not, they are still active. Just because you don't post to something does not mean that you don't intake. Your intake has a history, and they can view that to see whether or not the things you take in could be perceived as a threat. Now, just because you're not posting doesn't mean that you're not searching for certain terms, or what was the other one you had? The not Twitter? The
My YouTube.
Yeah, like YouTube has history, and that history can be viewed. There's also search terms that can be viewed. All of that is being tracked, so they can easily see whether you post or not what the type of stuff that you're consuming is. If it's just cat videos, then I would like, no, it's fine.
God. But again, we're getting into a territory of should somebody's search history as far as like videos and that be susceptible to a search?
I would say it depends on what is being purchased. If I'm going to the store to go get milk, no. Am I going to the store that can like literally end someone else's life? Yeah, probably. Probably should do the same thing when we purchase a car.
All right, but we're getting back to, or let's get back to what we were saying is, so you're saying that if I go in to buy a gun and I submit to the background check, you're saying they should be able to look at my search history on YouTube?
Sure.
Okay. So if they see a bunch of the gun-related stuff, not necessarily bad, just a lot of gun-related stuff, does that mean that I should be flagged?
Depending on what the search terms are. If it's how to safely like clean, disassemble and clean like a specific model, not necessarily. Though if you're looking up videos of like the history of anti-Semitic stuff and how it relates to today, maybe.
Well, now my question would be, now what if I'm looking up stuff like how to reload faster, how to, increase my, I want to say action per minute, but that'd be wrong. But basically like how to become more efficient at reloading and shooting a gun. Would you call that a flag?
Again, I think that would be dependent on the other type of search history and other things that you do. Are you a target shooter? Do you do shooting for competition? That's a relevant search term for that type of activity.
Well, what if I haven't even what if I'm just getting into the hobby, I'm looking this stuff up?
I would think that would be irresponsible because there's no reason for you to want to learn how to reload faster if you don't have the basics down first.
Well, I'll give you this little like tidbit. I watch those videos all the time because it's fascinating how some of these people can get, like how fast they can get. Like, have you ever watched Keanu Reeves in his training for John Wick?
Yes.
Like, I watch those videos a lot, but I don't own a gun. Now, say I went to, apply for a gun and I have those in my history because I liked watching them. Because it was fascinating to me.
I think specifically because it's Keanu Reeves, it goes under a different category because he's a celebrity. Who doesn't watch celebrity stuff?
but I'm saying, like, at the same time, I also watch, like, have you ever seen, I don't know what it necessarily is, but it's like people shooting traditional Western guns, like 6-shooters, repeating rifles, double barrel shotguns. Like, you're sending those competitions to see how fast they can shoot all the targets in that.
Yeah, if you're watching a competition, that is different than an instructional video on how to get faster.
But what I'm trying to get at with that is I'm basically getting at the fact of I watch those things, but according to you, if I watch those things and I got flagged in a background check, that's what I'm just more getting at. Is it's like, should I be flagged?
Should you be flagged because you watch that stuff?
Yeah, because it's in my search history. Could that raise a red flag? Is what I'm asking.
I would say it could raise a yellow flag of caution, dependent on the other search terms that would be in your search history.
But that's what I'm just kind of getting at is, how do you then judge somebody based on their search history? Where I get where you're getting at of like, you know, they're going down a certain route, looking up certain stuff.
Yes.
I understand that, but at the same time, I would make the argument of people like that, they wouldn't pass a background check to begin with.
But that's under the assumption that social media is even in the background check to begin with.
No. I'm saying, like, I personally think for people like that, I don't think they would pass a background check, period. Like, they would have a lot of red flags probably against them.
Are you going off of, like, a mental part of it?
I would say they probably would have flags based on... Because somebody like that, I would assume, and again, I'm assuming,
yeah,
had a checkered past. In some way, shape, or form. Either, you know, past psych problems that they, you know, would be in their background checks. What exactly am I looking for?
I don't think that's necessarily the case. And you made me think about this. There are individuals that are very good at masking, where they're going to do something, but they have really not given any indication that that's something that they're going to do.
Yeah.
Like, masking is a real thing, and the solution is not perfect. I'm just saying that there needs to be something more done, because the numbers can't keep going up. And other countries have proven that it can be done.
Well, here's the real thing when it comes to things like that. Number one, if you look at a lot of the more modern day shooters, a lot of them where the problem that comes from is they took someone else's gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they took their parents' gun, or they took, you know, somebody they knew's gun.
Then
so
those people. Then for the parent, I would say that then the parent should also be held responsible for it.
And if you remember the ones here in Michigan, that school, what was it, St. Clair Shores or something like that?
Yeah, like the parents got charged with, like, second degree or something.
The parents got charged too, but then the question would be, does that mean everyone has to be held accountable then? What if somebody breaks in your house, steals your gun, and uses it?
How was your gun stored?
Well, that becomes the question. But then,
depending on how it was stored, yes.
But what I'm getting at is like, okay, you got that way of looking at it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, what if they broke in and your gun was stored in, say, like a gun safe, but they managed to get into the gun safe? When it comes to laws tend to be broad strokes, so they don't look at nuanced stuff.
Yeah. So I guess it would have to be written in a way that's like, if your gun is in a reasonably secured way, and it does still happen to get stolen and then later used in a crime, that would most likely not be used against you. unless you are a direct parent of the individual or a direct family member, because family members generally are more stupid to other family members in situations like this. So like if it was in a gun safe that was properly locked, properly maintained, and it still got stolen anyway, at that point it would then have to be looked at whether there was a fault with the manufacturer of that safe that created a flaw in allowing those to be opened easily, or if it really was just a very skilled thief. It's on the thief.
Yeah. I guess it's one of those that I'm looking at it from this point of view of like, if you're going that deep down the rabbit hole, you're now starting to get into territory I would question, like, all right, when it comes to something like this, are we able to even write laws for this? Because now you're getting into a very nuanced. Again, it's nothing against.
But that's like where it has to start. It has to start somewhere for any traction to be made.
But then at the same time, the question becomes, are you stomping on somebody's civil liberties to do this? Is what gets brought up. From
everything that I've said so far,
I mean, from everything
I would argue
so
no.
Far, I would argue yes, because you're now getting into privacy. I would make the argument.
Is it private though if it's a public social media?
Oh no. Again, if it's public, I don't think it's a problem. I'm saying for somebody like me, like when I had Facebook, my Facebook was private. Not even like my companies could see it.
Okay.
I'm saying from that point of view, of if you have a private account, no, it's my private account. Why should it matter what I post? What I post is what I post. It's not your business.
Private account, sure, I fully understand that. The only way that I would say around for the private account is if there was like a warrant out for their arrest and they wanted to like check it to see if maybe you posted to see like where you might be if they're on a manhunt.
At something like that, then they can they could easily attain a warrant from a judge.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is something like, I haven't broken any laws. I have no, red flags on my background check. And if you ask me, hey, I want to look through your private account before I let you do something, I look at that as, no, why do you need to look at that? That's my private account.
Now, here's a question for you regarding that same thing. You go to Canada, and now you want to come back to America. They have the right to look through your socials, whether they're private or not. Border Patrol does not have to abide by the constitutional amendments.
I haven't made the argument, if I'm going to Canada, I'm already in a little bit of trouble, because I don't know if you know this, Canada can search through anything electronic you have they want to. So if you have a phone, laptop, or that, they can search through it, because they have different laws when it comes to certain things people shouldn't have on, or shouldn't have possession of to begin with.
Yeah, but I'm not saying Canada. I'm saying American Border Patrol.
I mean, you're trying to come back into the state, and yeah.
Yeah. So
I look at this.
Are you against that because it's an American citizen checking your stuff?
Because that's our laws. I look at it that way. That's the way our law is set up.
Okay. But it had to be set up that way. Like something had to happen for it to get that way. That's kind of like where I'm going. If you...
Yeah.
Even...
I can...
Yeah, you have to write something for the ball to get rolling, for something to happen.
And there was something that happened that caused that.
Yeah.
You and I lived through it.
Yeah.
But at that point, I look at it this way. When it comes to something like that, it can be a bit of an invasion of privacy, but I also look at it from the standpoint of, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm.
I generally don't think, and again, could be nativity or however you look at it, but I wouldn't see Border Patrol trying to jam you up on something stupid.
Yeah.
Ugh. So aside from streaming and that, what are your plans for the day?
We're gonna go see Jurassic Park
Mm.
at like 3:15, I think. I'm not super interested in it, but a friend of ours wants to go, and Mandy was like, "Oh yeah, of course Host will be into that. Her hall pass is in that movie, so."
Hall pass?
Scarlett Johansson.
Ah. I thought you were gonna say Mahershala Ali.
Who's that?
Was gonna be the guy that was gonna play Blade, but who knows now?
Oh, a dude?
I was jokingly saying that to you,
Okay.
Ash.
I'm like, I don't have any dude hall passes.
I do. John Stamos.
Stan, why does that sound familiar?
Full House. Uncle Joe. Uncle Jesse.
Oh, Uncle Jesse. Okay. I think that might be one of my wives. I think that might be one of Mandy's hall passes.
I'm man enough to admit that man's gorgeous.
Like, what is it? Captain America, Chris Evans.
Oh, Chris Evans.
Like, I could admit he's a good-looking person. And even if there was like a hall pass type thing for him, it's more of like no, you'll just like go stand in the corner and look pretty and don't move.
Don't speak, don't move, just look pretty.
Yes. That's like that kind of situation. I've got a gold star and I'm not losing it.
I need to open up your stream again and see what your chat is saying about this.
Oh, they've been like kind of talking about the situation stuff with like social media. It's going down to the point that people will be full carry. Next, they will flag you on how many kills you get in COD.
Yep. That's another one. Do you play do you play games in that? Violent tendencies, things like that?
For that, and it would be harder to verify, but I think it would be a bit more dependent on the type of gamer you are. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Okay, so we've all seen videos of like COD or whatever where some person gets so angry at the game that they like throw a controller through their TV.
Mm-hmm.
That to me would be a yellow flag. Like, you really can't control your anger this much. Like, your anger gets out of control this much that you're able to perform physical violence on something, whether it was a person or not, over a video game.
Well, I guess that means I don't apply. You've seen me literally get mad in real life at a video game.
I have seen you get mad in real life, but I've never seen you physically, like, damage
not breaking a
something.
controller. You've heard me pound a desk before because I got mad.
Pounding a desk, I think, is different than like throwing a controller through a TV.
The only reason I don't throw the controller is in the back of my mind I have that conscious thought of, this costs money, you dumb shit, don't throw it.
But see, the other person didn't think that. They didn't think about the consequences of what they were going to do. They just did it.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions.
Yes. You thought about what would happen if you were to do something, so then you chose a less destructive option. Heroes will display strengths and weaknesses in the following categories: combat, vigor, intellect, charisma, and mobility. Stuck in a tree. Can we send someone to help? Don't make the child cry. Alright, let's see what we can do.
My son's
I'm gonna
balloon
make the
is
child
stuck
cry
in a
all day
tree.
long.
Can you send someone?
Charisma, mobility, vigor, combat. So we need somebody with high charisma and agility.
I'm so glad I didn't go into being a teacher.
Uh-huh.
I just had the thought, if I would have gone down the path of becoming like a teacher,
Yeah.
I so would have been the Principal Skinner meme of him looking down, just saying pathetic.
I think most teachers think that right now.
Sometimes I look at a tree and think,
I who's out of touch with the children?
you're not better
No.
than me,
Or no,
tree.
is it I who is out of touch?
You don't deserve like a
No, it is the
superior
children who
mind.
are out of touch.
I feel like it's a mixture of both, but I understand you're doing a bit. Very
Wait, you
high
never seen
profile
that?
urban thing. Oh, send someone. So make S&D look good.
Why are you glitching out on me, game? Oh, so I can sell that. Sweet.
I want to send her.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll take Wednesday.
Tuesday. Dibs on Monday.
What are you guys talking about?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
Didn't even
Yeah.
stretch this morning. On fuego.
After a success, Flambe gains 1 combat, more mobility. This affects stats. I'll boost reset after a failure.
Oh my god! My bidet is spraying shit everywhere!
Malfunctioning. Oh, I gotta hack something?
Hack the planet.
Build path. That is a very weird thing that I had to hack to fix somebody's bidet. Oh, new comment. I know they can't blame video games for school shooting. If they do, it's a cop-out. Stuff like Cop, GTA, Doom, all rated M for a reason. They're Fortnite that rated E that kids play all the time.
Remember, these hands is rated E for everyone.
Personally, I kind of feel like things like Fortnite should be rated M as well.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't sell so many V-Bucks.
I know. But it's still a shooting game just with a candy wrapper.
Yeah, but at the same time, I recall you and I being 14 or so and playing some of the stuff we did.
Be like, what did we play?
Half-Life.
What was Half-Life rated?
Half-Life was rated M for mature.
I think, and maybe I'm reaching at straws for this, I feel like Half-Life is in a different category in comparison to COD or Fortnite because it is a single-player game. It has a story, and
But you're
shooting is a
still...
part of the element, where COD and Fortnite, shooting is the point of the game.
I look at it simply this way. You and I grew up playing games like that. We turned out fine.
That's
now,
true.
you can make the argument some kids aren't designed that way, then yes, I agree. Some shouldn't be playing games like that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I just default back to, look, we got through it just fine. We turned out alright. Well, relatively alright, I would say. Jury's out on some of us still.
Yeah. I think part of it too is, and this is just from like my observation of seeing parents and teachers of today. Teachers want to teach, parents do not want to parent.
That is definitely a downside.
And so when parents don't parent, you end up with shit kids. See, like I said, it's a cop-out. It's a cop-out where there are things they can do, like you can shoot at each other, and it's called airsoft or paintball. Airsoft and paintball are different, specifically because of the physicality behind it. If you get shot with an airsoft or a paintball, it hurts. You get a physical reaction to what happened. In a video game, you don't get any pain associated with it. But in airsoft and paintball, you get physical pain that happens if you do get shot, and then it's whether or not your enjoyment of the sport outweighs that pain. In a video game, there's no not restriction. There's no... You don't get any of that. So it's very easy to just pick it back up when you don't have any pain that you have to think about when playing. Demaru says, when I'm in a kindergarten, my parents let me play all sorts of games, GTA, Fear, COD, and any M-rated game. And to this day, I'm glad I turned out fine. That goes into the whole point of like, some are better suited for games like that. Some can handle it, some cannot. Like, one of our friends physically just cannot handle horror games. So, like, me, personally, I really do not like shoot 'em ups like Fortnite and COD. Really, really do not like them.
You got me.
Yeah, I got you.
Whether you want it or not, it all comes back. Dread it, run from it.
Another day saved, or whatever the fuck.
That says, when I was a kid, I played Resident Evil. Would I be flagged for killing zombies? And I turned out fine.
Yep.
No. Zombies, as much as, like, zombies are not people. They're a made-up thing that does not exist. In Fortnite and COD, you are fighting other people. Physical people. They are on the other side of a screen, but they are physically there. You are fighting other people. Resident Evil, while you are fighting, the main purpose of the game is the story. What is the story of COD and Fortnite?
Funny enough, Fortnite did have a single player mode that was actually somewhat good.
They did. They do not anymore. It is not the point of it.
Oh, because they've realized we
yeah.
can make a lot more money just selling this season pass.
Yeah, right. And like COD, I think has a single player as well, but like no one plays it. Like statistically, no one plays.
Oh, it's also just because their single player version isn't as good.
Yeah, so everybody plays the multiplayer, which then puts you in with a physical person that you're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Get these idiots out of my bar before they destroy it. And don't send the flaming asshole.
Do you know who we saw in the bar last night? Mecha Man.
And he kicked Flambe's ass.
Okay. That little shit did not kick my ass.
You did, though.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
No, you didn't. Because it didn't happen, Bob. So we're all going to shut up about it. Yeah? Okay.
Did I mention I went to Harvard?
I had to pursue thieves and return the boat in one piece.
One Piece?
Yes, one piece.
Fine. Do not
Oh,
worry,
that's
Robert.
another funny one. Have you seen the whole discourse behind
So
that
what was your read on
lately?
this mecha?
There's discourse and One Piece?
So, some people are mad at a portrayal of a group of characters
Washed
within
up,
One Piece.
Drinking alone. A robot guy without his...
So when Oda made it, he had a group of characters who were on an island known as Okama. You know what Okama is in Japanese, right?
Kama. Isn't it like spirit?
No, not Kami or Kama. Okama is cross-dressers.
Oh, okay.
So he had a bunch of characters based around that. Some people are saying now that it's Oda's way of portraying transgenders. And like this and that. And it's like, no, it was literally cross-dressing men. And yes, Oda went a little bit far with some of it sometimes. But that was literally one character who already has his own problems. But it's like some people are trying to lash out at it, and it's like, listen, this thing was created back in the 2000s. Just leave Oda Sensei alone.
Yeah, that is one of the problems that many people face when judging media. They don't take the age and culture of when it was produced into account.
Whenever I see stuff like that, I always refer back to one of my favorite JonTron memes. It was him looking at I don't think it was I can't remember what the program is, but it was like one of the old school Photoshop things.
Okay.
And one of the I don't know if you could call it trailer or what he was watching, but he was like on like a demonstration of it. And at one point they're like, and you can even remove things from the background. Like we'll remove the two towers here, and it like blurs out the two towers. And it cuts to JonTron all of a sudden, and he's dressed up in like medieval guard. And he goes, "That one didn't age quite well."
No, it did not. But like, how would they have known?
Oh, but that was the whole point. Is it's like there's no way they would have known.
Yeah.
And that's why I laugh at it anytime I see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Where am I going?
Kind of randomly turns into a monster sometimes.
Randomly.
We
Medical jobs, military jobs. So we'll go down this way.
Bombay, you're off route.
I'm pleased to report my success.
Fire at a local park has gotten out of control.
Did you start that fire?
Oh,
the fire that's burning 2 blocks from where you're standing. You didn't start that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on break, so how could I know?
Flambe, stop fucking around. I've got enough problems without you making new ones.
Whatever, man.
Alright, I gotta stop the blaze. Quick. Durable.
Yeah, tell whatever fucking loser that needs us that I'm on my way.
Sent along. Cool.
Hey, someone's robbing the museum. I don't know what you do, man. I just started today.
Apprehend the thieves. So let's go with
Going now.
and this one. And Golem is in a college plus hot. 2.
Stolen art is stolen again. Whoop-de-fucking do.
Educate and prove. So we need intelligence.
This fucking guy, he conned my ex into some tell-all exclusive.
Hey, Bobby. Here, William Vanderstink needs a security detail. Is it cool if I go? I've been wanting to pitch him some stuff I've been working on.
Yeah, pretty sure that's exactly what he's trying to avoid.
Code.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
2 competing calls appeared. You can only choose one. Around the sensors. Gonna hack into the system.
Let's see if I can do this.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow.
I ended up taking tomorrow off. Mandy has a doctor's appointment, so I'm gonna go with her.
I've had a week off, and my boss starts his, or my supervisor starts his tomorrow, so I kind of have to go in, make sure everything gets caught up.
Exhibit A is back online.
Bad bitch, no stopping me.
Countered the 2 thieves.
Right.
I'm a high-ranking Vanderstanker. It would mean a lot.
Sure. Go ahead.
Thanks, man. You will not regret this.
Well, I didn't think I would until you said that.
Oh, no surprise there.
A kid just robbed me. That little shit, I want him behind bars.
I don't have enough superheroes for this.
Okay. This child's work lacks elegance.
How long was the last dispatcher here?
2 days. New record.
How the fuck did that happen?
I set this car on fire. Yeah. Very flammable. Kia Soul. Ready, set, fire. Alright, I'll snitch. Just cut me a deal, okay?
Well guarded. Stealth and uses from. Yeah, so we want
On it.
stealth.
Still on the clock.
So, okay?
Be yourself. Goes a long way.
Yeah, you're right. Anybody got a light?
We got the kid, but I have no idea what to do with a 12-year-old thief. Pep talk.
Ugh, you saw nothing.
A lot of thieves in this hideout. How should we approach? Capture the thieves.
Too stunned to speak. I get it. I have that effect on people. Grannies, I got this.
Hold up, aren't you banned?
Yeah, and I gotta get unbanned.
Sure, go.
Helping people is kinda nice. When you get paid for it. Can I get ice down here, please?
What does that mean?
She's asking for a tap-in. We got access to security cams of SDN subscribers all over our territory.
Wow, really? Is that legal?
Don't ask questions. Just always make sure to read the fine print.
Oh, sorry about the ad death. I must have missed the notification. I didn't put my ad screen up.
You're Mega Man. You're dead, I thought.
Just on the inside.
It did say The Walking Dead.
My suit was destroyed.
You have a lot left to give. I would like to make you an offer.
This is SDN. How can we help you?
You want me to sit in an office and dispatch heroes?
In exchange, we can make you Mecha Man again. Washed up dad bod superhero with no superpowers. Can't wait.
Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers?
Me.
Too easy.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
What are you doing, Invisigal? Is that your car?
I don't have a car.
That's gonna be a weird insurance claim.
The way things are going, I'd cut the whole damn team.
All of you in this room have set this program ablaze with your bullshit.
You're right at home behind that desk because you're no hero. You're a nerd playing a video game in a suit your daddy built.
That got loud.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
What's your name, little guy?
My name's Beef and I'm naked.
Oh, no, I refuse to believe that's what he sounds like.
Oh. Amazon orders here. Better go out and grab it. Oh. Well, I'll I'll talk to you later, Ash.
Okie dokie.
Because I'll say it's about time for my laundry to be done, so go down and grab that and then do what I need to do today.
Yeah. Have fun.
Yep, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Return to menu. What do you call walkers that like Star Wars? I don't know. What do you call walkers at like Star Wars? Oh, you're fine, Tiger. You're fine. Yeah, we were just talking about stuff and then got on to this, and I actually like this. I think I'm gonna wishlist this to be for a future game. This looks like a lot of fun. Skywalkers. Store page. Add to wish list. That was good. I liked that. All right, now what to play next? Could do some Uncharted, could do Icy, could do Command and Conquer. Fallen Aces, I kind of want to save this one for after the 2.0 debut. No, okay, so Demaru, the 6 gigs is with the oh, what you call it? So the enhanced edition is a mod itself. And the 6 gig one has the mod already installed. So the 6 gig is like the higher textures and the like higher quality movies. And if I remember right, we're gonna pull a pirate software here. So you'll see Internet Archive. So you'll download that from there. Then it will give you the like zip file or whatever. And then over in C, you'll have your programs. Too soon. Pull the pirate software. Yeah. I mean, like, this is literally what he does. No, it looks like I did not get a strike for the lewd part of Silent Hill. So when you get the Internet Archive, it's gonna be like 6 gigs. And so then that's your new file. Over in C, you'll have program, and then you'll like make a new one that's like Silent Hill 2. And you just drag this into it. That's it. You just drag it. It's like, it's a self-contained it's a self-contained thing. So you only have to drag it over to where you want it to be, and then you can add the exe to Steam. As a non-Steam game. And then it like just works. You know, that that might have been one of the funnier bits. Hi, Red. How you doing? Oh, you know what? Since the thing worked, I guess I can just like add the timer to this. Or timed actions. Put the drink timer onto our new Discord. Yeah, I pulled a pirate soft. Well, in my head I was thinking like I'm gonna pull a pirate software, just like bring up paint and start like drawing it out. That was what I was thinking when I said that. Not that I'm gonna say something super controversial. Oh, I'm glad your Sunday's going good, Red. Yeah, just doing like a bonus stream, not even really sure what I'm playing. Just doing stuff. Oh, I guess we could do Stellar Blade. This looked kind of interesting. I've been like mostly playing demos today. It's really a demo day. We did like a Squawker demo, then we did... Shoot, what was the one we just played? Dispatch. We did Dispatch, and now I guess we'll do this one. Motion sickness, mobility, vision, hearing. Yes. Oh, it tells you. Oh, motion blur 0, camera shake. That should be fine. Saving option. I really did not think you guys were going to react that much by me just saying I'm going to pull a pirate software. I didn't expect that. That was totally unexpected. But I'm glad you liked it so much. Oh, hidden standard controller display. This is what we want. VSync on, automatic, yeah. Chromatic aberration is off. Never play, I mean, okay, some games are okay with it. For the most part, never have it on. Higher software did do something very hypocritical. Laughing toast. Oh, I played the Stellar Blade demo. It was good. One of my friends was playing it the other day. He's got like 10 hours into the game or something. I was like, oh, that actually does look interesting. I'll try that. And he said that it would be good for a demo. Enemies are weakened? Nah, I'm a professional gamer. I know what I'm doing. She says as she cannot beat the first boss in Souls. Oh, this looks cool. I'm getting like Last Exile vibes. Oh yeah, Last Exile vibes. This is sweet. Oh shoot. We're in an ad. We have an ad, but I can't stop it. Shoot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's such a pretty ship. Okay, this is freaking sweet. Oh, shoot. See, that's a professional streamer. Like, you know, I don't set the right scenes. I don't make sure my audio works before I start playing a game. That's what real professional streamers do. But, you know, it's all really OBS's fault. It actually is. I have it set up to capture any full screen audio, and it just will not do it. So then I have to go in and tell it what window I want to capture audio from.
Come on!
Oh. Hello.
Eve, are you alright? This place is dangerous. Take my hand.
Oh. Yup. Pros don't need to set up blame OBS. Yes.
This way to the
No, literally. Okay. Like here's my window, and I have it set up so game capture. If I go into properties, I had it set up so it captures any full screen application. If I do this, it does not work. See, like, I can hear it, but you cannot. Oh, no, it is working. What the hell? What the hell? It... Frickin'... Alright, fine. I guess in this game it does work, but generally I have to set it up on which one it's doing. Frickin' game making me
You take the
tired.
left. I'll take care of this side. I see you still have your combat senses. Great. Coordinates? The rendezvous point is at 2 o'clock. 400 meters in front of
Let's
us.
go! How do I sprint? Come on! I don't know how to sprint. Oh no! Is the tower gonna fall on me? No, because I'm a badass in my little tiny space jumpsuit. Do I have little dragonfly wings? Is that what those are? You get little dragonfly wings? I wanna fly. Brrr. Oh! Ow! You're an ugly one, aren't you?
Watch out! It's an unlisted Nativo.
To lock on to
I'll
an
handle this
enemy.
one. Watch out! There's more!
Watch out, there's more! It sounds like an infomercial. But wait, there's more! To use a beta skill.
Great, let's go.
Did the game just say I'm a beta?
Are you alright, Eve? My body frame. Take this. It's first aid.
What can I do with the toast, Death?
Thank you.
Q to use potions, hold
There's
Q
more
to
of them.
select potions. Oh, yeah, get some. Get some. Ow. Oh, they're just like all over. Okay. Ow. Stop it. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Jesus. Yep. Yep. I don't like the controls. It wants E to be block, and I feel like it should be right mouse.
Are you alright, Eve? My body frame. Take this. It's first aid.
Body frame? Are they androids?
Thank you. There's more of them.
I'm gonna help you. Press 2 to use beta skill. Because you're not alpha enough to use alpha skills. Hey, calm down now.
Let's get out of here before more of them show up. You secured. Rendezvous point in sight.
I think this kind of game is usually better with a controller.
This way!
I wonder if it would, like, immediately move. Oh, it does.
Watch out for Gardner's interception.
Alright, we'll try it. Oh, what the?
You secured. Rendezvous point in sight.
You can have the toast talk for people if you donate money or
This way.
something. Oh, like a TTS spot?
Watch out for Gardner's
Yeah, I could probably do
interception.
that with the piece of toast. Supposedly, StreamerBot does do TTS stuff. So I could get it set up. Ow.
That was close. This isn't
How do we
looking
make
good.
90-pound
Let's go.
women fight a space dinosaur? Let's make them robots. Bring them down back. And give them
Alpha Nativa.
bodysuits
Let's
with
join them.
sci-fi yoga class too. 100%. Oh, and then how do we get rid of the thing that's actually like gonna destroy them? We'll just drop a ship on them. Yeah, and no, yeah, our like main character will only be like 10 feet from the explosion. They'll survive.
My God. No.
Oh yeah, and they have to wear like ties that don't actually do anything.
The squad's life signs. We're the only two left.
Look at that. Little tiny tie.
Eve.
Oh, it's great.
Eve, pull yourself
Wait a minute,
together.
where's her tie? She doesn't have a tie.
Taki.
I don't think she has dragonfly wings either.
Listen to me. We haven't completed our mission.
How they survive plot armor.
Now it's just up to us to see this mission through. Understand?
It's a tactical tie. It's a tactical decoration tie. Oh yeah, just like that hair. Can't get caught up on anything. Running through wreckage. It's tactical hair.
Eve.
Oh, the ship drop didn't work. Bummer. Alright, how do I fight? Okay, so that's jump. Beta skill ready. I don't know what that means. Is that it? Did I just... Ow. Beta skill. I don't know how to use it. Whoops. Oh. Settings, controller. View and set controls. Strong beta skill too. Do I have to hold it? Oh, yeah, I gotta hold it. It is. It's like the game is calling me a beta. It's like, nah, you're not alpha enough, so you can only use beta skills.
It wasn't an alpha, but it was a strong one. You fought well. Even better than during training.
We were all together.
God, like,
but then...
What is this character? Middle school?
The damage to your body frame is serious.
To your body frame.
We have to find the supply camp. Wait, Eve. I hear something. Eve!
And now I am the only one left. She's just saying you're a beta.
Eve, are you alright?
No, the beta is too strong in this one.
Alpha Netiba.
Hope you're not expecting me to fight this one.
Here, friend. It's me you want.
No! Ah!
Oh, dang.
Eve! Get out of here.
Taki!
Takis? Never had Takis before. You see, she will die because she didn't have main character syndrome. Exactly. She was even more beta than we were. We are the beta, sigma, alpha Chad. That is a pretty cool ship, I will admit. Like, the ship designs are pretty darn cool. I like those.
It's quiet.
Still, make sure to stay cautious. It's where the Alpha and AT buy is.
Aww. It's like a terrapin.
Now, get ready. I'll be supporting with the drone.
Can't have me work out there. Jeez, while you sitting here safely in the Terrapin 2.0. Okay, sorry to ask you again. So there are
So
two
this
Silent Hill director's
must be
cuts, 1
807.
is 6.
Yes. This was the final battlefield of
1.6, by the way,
civilization.
Storm uploaded, which one did I?
It was also known as a truly colossal city.
So it depends on which one
Something
you
is
want to
falling
do,
from the sky.
on which way you want to go
strange
about it. If
sensation.
you get the 1.6 version,
This
then
must be Earth's
you
rain.
have to install
We
the
can admire the
enhanced mod
scenery later.
yourself.
We have a job to do here.
If you get the 6.1 version, it already has the
has
mod
changed
installed. I did the 1.6 and then installed the mod through the website. So it's just dependent on how you want to do it. But pretty sure I did the 1.6.1. Actually, you know what? I can check that. Home software. Games, PC. Silent Hill. Yeah, I did the 1.6 version. Oh, you know what? I did hear the ad thing. No. Don't worry. Don't worry about the wall of text. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Just tell me when you're back so I can turn off the ad thingy. Which you probably are back by now. So, yeah, okay, so it works in two ways. So there's the Internet Archive has the 1.6 and the 6.3. If you get the 1.6, and then there's the mod. If you combine those two together, it will be 6.3 when it's done. Or you could just go straight with the 6.3. I did not do that. I went with the 1.6 and then did the mod. Yep, pulling a pirate software. Is this game going to be serious with a name like Taki's and they're just messing with you with a serious game with a silly name? I know, right? I actually am kind of... I don't know if I'm like actually liking this one for a stream thing, but it's pretty entertaining so far. Whoa, what are you?
Falling debris. Be careful.
What is this? It looks like something I can use.
Something is coming.
Yeah, like you can just download the 1.6 and then go to the website and it has instructions on how to go through the installation process. Right trigger. That was the method that I did, only because like for the 6.3, I don't know if the mod has been updated since that point, and the 6.3 is not going to have the updates if there was one after that was uploaded to the Internet Archive. But if you go with the 1.6, there have been no new updates for that game since it was released on Internet Archive, because it was released way after the game became end of life. But the mod is still updated. So if you go with the 1.6 and then get the mod, you'll be sure to have the most up-to-date version. At least from my understanding. Maybe she has a pirate software supporter and that's why she died. You know, I have never watched one of his streams.
This is the Legion that was killed in the final war.
What did I just grab? Passcode ROAORAO. Okay.
There's an encrypted code in the memory stick.
It's a security code, a type of entry permit.
Yeah, I've never watched one of his streams. I've seen his like YouTube shorts. Oh, come on.
Try entering the code.
But I've never watched one. Oh, I have to do it? I think it was ROA.
It worked.
Buildings are collapsing.
Because of the city's unstable terrain. You'll get used to it soon.
Right? That's how I've seen most of his stuff too. It's like all just the like paint stuff. I've seen a couple things where he's like playing an actual game, but for the most part it's always been him in paint, like explaining something with boxes and stuff. I ended up watching a short on YouTube where it was like, here, let me like explain this. Like he was pretending to be pirate software. I was like, here, let me explain this to you. And then like just started doing boxes. And he was like, yeah, I'll like explain it to you as I put boxes on the screen. Oh, and did you know my dad worked at Blizzard? Like, then he would explain something and then he would follow it up with like, oh yeah, and you know I'm right because my dad worked at Blizzard. It was a pretty funny little skit. That's how he got big with them shorts, with little gotcha stories, with clever quips and minor code things. That's how I got, yeah, that was how I discovered him. Camps are places where you can save your progress and get some rest. You can activate them by obtaining Bitcoins in nearby camps. Down and sharing camps, recover HP and refill stored items. You will be retrieved if available. Some enemies will be revived when resting at a camp. Use the vending machine at a camp to purchase items. You can lean or train skills through the kiosk. Alright. So that's skill settings, rest. Oh, I can select music? Oh, that's cool. Songs of the Traveler. Now, if I rest, does that save it? Don't mind asking, what time is it for you now? It is 12:20. No, 2:20. I'm actually going to be heading out in 10 minutes, I think. I gotta get ready for a movie. We're gonna go see Jurassic Park. Did that guy just drive through with a Mirai? That guy just drove through with a Fury.
It's nothing.
From here on, you have to stay alert, Eve.
I don't know how he got his name. I'm not sure I've seen anything about that. Alright, so then how do I save then? Not that it really matters, because this is a demo. Use the shop. Lewd V. Is it lewd? I don't know. Would it be? I like Jurassic Park, man. It's such a good series.
Are you sure you don't want to do any upgrades?
Fine, I'll do some upgrades. I think that's in the shop, right? Potions? No. Is it skills? Oh, okay. Yeah, new skills. Right trigger to change survival tree. Okay. Select perfect dodge. Sure. Hold A to learn perfect dodge. Okay. Dodging at the perfect time will activate perfect dodge and you will avoid danger. Cool. Completely evaded upon a successful perfect dodge. Press Y to perform an additional attack. A successful perfect... Oh, that actually is useful. You've already learned this skill. Alright, so am I done? Can I go do something else now? Hit me! Hit me! There we go. Had to practice my dodging. Alright, what's in this hood? I wanna open it. Why is the car glowing? Oh, that reminds me. Pacific Drive, that would be another fun game to play. 1:22 a.m. Dude. Get some sleep. You can find softcore on YouTube. Why they haven't banned them, but they need to. I don't like any of that
it's
stuff.
one of the Legion's old supply boxes.
Do you think there's anything useful?
Currently selected potion, hold to do desired potion. Okay.
Well, it's Legion, so compatibility shouldn't be an issue.
Instantly restores, continuously restores. You can do that.
Make sure to take everything.
I did, jeez. You know, if you want to not be such a backseat bot, you can get out of the terrapin and help me. High road, low road. High road.
Hey, be careful. You see the rapids below. If you fall, it's over.
Yes, I will be anything I will never be a looter. That's why. Oh, in. Enemies maintain their stance with balance. Balance is displayed below their HP and shield gauge. You can knock an enemy off balance by performing a perfect parry. Alright, let's try it. Ow. Ooh. Oh, I can open the boxes. Get out of here, octopus. Ow. Hex yeah! Gears equipped that can improve Eve's combat abilities. You can equip gear in gear sockets to boost the desired combat capabilities. Access gear sockets by equipping them by pressing at the menu. You can collect Omni bolts to unlock more. Gear. Sure. I don't even know if I could be a lewd tuber. If that was a path. I don't think I have the voice for it. Drone scan the surrounding area. Scanning locates places you can hang.
Are other cities in a similar state?
By comparison, this city is looking pretty good. After the colony extinction, most places were nothing but dust.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Yeah.
Wait, there's a fusion cell. Let's open the car's hood.
Yeah, but how?
Oh, surprise.
Oh, okay.
At least the fusion cell.
Fusion cell?
It's a high-energy compression battery. Thanks to that, Earth's night isn't dark yet.
Oh, it's the previous generation of the Infinity Cell.
Be sure to keep that. It's very valuable.
Used to activate stuff. Can I go through this door? No. Bummer. Oh, looks like there's an opening over here, though. Ow! You dick. Ow. Come here. Ow. Ow. I don't know the passcode. All right, you guys are gonna have to let me know. Is Stellar Blade a game that you would enjoy watching a stream of? I'm not against it, and it does seem pretty interesting. Though, sadly, I think I'm gonna have to end it for today. It was really fun. I did not expect to do the surprise stream. Maybe I'll do another one later today. I don't know. We'll find out. Play some other games. Who knows? But thank you all for coming. And it was a lot of fun. More fun than I thought. And we now have some history in that I pulled the pirate software. You're welcome. You would, okay, we have some people who would find that to be interesting. All right. I'll take a look because I'm trying to decide if I really want to continue with Silent Hill. I think I'm going to do Silent Hill for one more time and see if I really like it, or if I think I would have more fun going on to something else. So we'll see. Maybe Stellar Blade will be the next one. We'll find out. Anyway, I'm very glad you guys all came by. I hope to see you in the next one, which is going to be Tuesday. And Thursday streams are coming. It's going to be happening. I'm still getting some stuff ready for it. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye, everybody. Oh, right. And we have the Discord. I'll put that in chat real quick. If you want to join up, don't quit Silent Hill. Okay. If you're not in one of my streams and I have a really hard time with a puzzle, I may rage quit it. That might be what gets me to do it. Yeah, we have the new Discord. I hope to see you there. I've tried to make it into a really fun place, like with lots of variety for people to post a bunch of stuff and have some good conversations. And yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, we got new emotes for Twitter. That's right. I put up a bunch of new emote stuff. We now have we have new emojis. Things are happening. The stream is getting better and better each time. It's just slow. But I need to go get ready for the movie. I'll see you guys later. Bye.